Hello guys, welcome to another video. I know it's been a little bit since I posted. That's mainly because I got myself a job. So now I have to work and I don't have a lot of free time. But the one day I have free time, I get lucky. Let's start off small. These three are from the vending machine. I didn't get all the packs from the vending machine because of what I got later. Anyways, it's 2 packs of Destined, 1 Journey. Next, I got 2 sleeved from Dick's Sporting Goods. Here, I was gonna get a 3-pack, but it was a bit too expensive. And what I got from Target, we'll start off with the small thing. 1 sleeved of Pitch Black. And boom, 1 ETB. That's actually wild. Holy. Anyways, we'll be opening all of this in today's video, except for one thing that I'm keeping sealed, which is one of these Mega Excadrill packs. I will be keeping this one sealed. I think they're the same weight. I don't really care. I'll put it in my little sealed bin. We'll go over there together right now. Oh, you see that thing up there? Oh, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I have a few stuff in here. I have a booster bundle of Paldean Fates I managed to find. 1 Perfect Order, 1 Chaos Rising, and now 1 Pitch Black. Awesome. Hoping I can get 1 pack of Deltarune as such. I just wanted to cut the video there because it's a little hard for me to hold all this stuff. Sorry about that. But let's go from big to small and oldest to newest. I'm not sure whether I should open both of these Destined or only one of these Destined. I think we open both. Who cares? So, I'll put those onto the side. You'll see the collection over there. And we'll start off with these 3 booster packs. Because we have a lot of packs today, I will be speeding up quite a bit. And I won't be saying the names of the Pokemon. I normally do that, but we don't got that time. I'll just be talking about other stuff. Either way, like I mentioned, it was my first day off of work in a while. That was notable. So I was able to go out. And I'm also happened to be home alone for the whole day. So I can just do whatever I want, which is why I'm recording this video right now. Code card, that's obviously mine. I think we mentioned that quite a bit. So basically, I went out and I got stuff. The main thing is that I went to this strip mall in this area that has like 3 locations for cool things that I could possibly get. There's a Barnes & Nobles, which there was nothing in. There's a vending machine in the Safeway. Oh, this camera is actually pretty good from I remember. And there's a Target. Mainly the Target doesn't have anything because from what I know, there's some controversial stuff in there. The rare Hops Double. Bro, I already have this card. There's some controversial stuff that has happened in that specific Target. Mainly that there are some scalper groups that have basically taken over the Target, and they basically steal all the good stuff that has been stocked. Good stuff being like valuable ETBs, SCPs, anything prismatic, ascended, and all that's in Destined, which is why it's unable to find any at that location. Anyways, honestly, I don't know what to say during these pack opening because I'm just like looking at the cards. So I guess I'll just look over at the cards. But oh yeah, speaking of which, my work. I am a lifeguard at a local pool that I do. And it's honestly a really easy job. Really good card, by the way. I just kind of sit on a chair and make sure that little kids don't drown. And, ooh, already our first hit. It's a Titan EX. Give me a second. I'll pop open these sleeves here. Ooh, I just took all of them out of the tin, because I might as well. We don't know what I can get. I don't know how lucky I could be. Let's sleep that. Nice. Put the hit stack up there. Oh, whoops. Who cares? Yeah, basically I've been just working and it's nice. A lot of my coworkers are a lot older than I am. I'm not gonna disclose my age on the internet, obviously, because that would be stupid. Why would I do that? But yeah. Yeah, I love opening these booster packs. I just love opening up on the side. Ooh, they're so satisfying. What I don't like about recording a video is that I don't really embrace opening the pack that much, but like, should I really? I have a whole ETB there. It's like a whole video on its own. Then I got other stuff for some reason. Whatever. Either way, it's very chill because like most of the time I'm in the lifeguard room and just scrolling on my phone, and it requires scrolling because at work I need to technically have rest between each shift because I will be overworked if I sit on the chair 24/7. But the amount of time I sit versus the amount of time that I spend inside the room is not even, and I like that because I like to talk with my coworkers, spend time because we're all chill. Because at the end of the day, we're all like young adults, so we just want to talk to each other and have fun. All right. Next, these two sleeved. I'll open the Zeraora because that's the one I didn't open. Same with the Excadrill. I actually didn't open this one either. Ooh. Let's see what's in here. Boop. And Zeraora, same as the packaging. Oh, I forgot. How can I literally forget? The Pitch Blacks. They have unique code cards. That's awesome. I'm just gonna be making separate piles, one for everything else and one for Pitch Black, I suppose. Let's see what I can get out of this booster pack. Basic Grass Energy. Either way, that's just kind of been what my life is so far. I'm also going to go on a vacation very soon, which I'm quite excited for. Good card. And another good card. I'm getting actually quite a bit of hide and sneak stuff. Maybe I can give myself a Dhelmise IR. And I'm basically going on a vacation very soon. It's going to be a road trip for about a few weeks, like 2 to 3 weeks, basically. And we're basically just going to go down south to places that our family hasn't gone to, which would mainly be Texas, Georgia, New Mexico, areas down south where all the KKK members are. I mean, what? Basically, the Excadrill. And our goal is to hit all 50 states, or all 48 states that we could possibly do. The thing is that I think I already have a Gardevoir. God damn it. All right. Ooh, I literally forgot what I was just gonna say. I think that we won't be able to hit all the states this time because we missed Maine on one of our earlier vacations, so that didn't go out, but it's fine. It's not that big of a deal at the end of the day. And that's basically what I'm doing over the summer. I also need to study. Again, I don't want to disclose my age, so I'll just say that I'm busy with schoolwork. Yeah, I'll say you can guess what my age range is. You know, I'm not going to tell you guys because I know there are some weirdos out there. But you're basically going to have to guess how old I am while I basically open Pokemon cards. Ooh, I like that. Either way, I don't know what else to say for my travels. Also, I haven't hit anything in the second slot so far. We've opened 5 packs? Actually, that's not bad. But no EX. That is slightly concerning. No EX and 5 packs in. Oh, I mean 1 EX and 5 packs in. That is a little concerning. But that's okay. You know what? That's all good. Because the ETB. Ooh. This is the second ETB I've ever gotten. Which is kind of crazy to say out loud. I don't have secrets. Give me a sec. got myself some scissors. Sorry, this video seems really zoomed in. I just don't have a perfect setup. So, sorry for that. But let's cut this sucker open. What? Oh, there we go. Sorry. I had scissors. I didn't use the fucking scissors. Ah, whatever. Ooh. Plastic. Ooh. Ooh. Yo. This is actually crazy. Bro, again, the only ETB I have you can see over there is a Darkness Ablaze ETB, which is, if you know anything about Darkness Ablaze, it's garbage. So, I'm glad to get an ETB of a set that isn't the worst set of its modern era. So, you know how these ETBs, things are actually posters. If you, because obviously all the openers these days don't really show it. It's a poster. I'll show you guys. See? It's a poster of all 4 of the pack arts. You can see Chandelure, Mega Darkrai, Zeraora, and Excadrill. Very cool. Next, you have this booklet. I actually care about the booklet because I'm not an expansive collector, so I'll basically take anything I can get. So this is basically what it looks like. I'll just be going through it quickly. We don't have a lot of time. I'm not going to show you every card. But here's the set list now. But, okay, the cards that I'm looking forward to are either one of these SIRs, not these two. I want the Zeraora or the Morpeko. And the IR that I mainly want is this right here. The Slowpoke. I want, not the Slowpoke, the Slowbro IR. I just love the art on it because I have a complaint. Focus. Focus. Focus, phone. What else are gay? Here. Slowbro. Get it? Because he's a bro. Either way, I will say though, a complaint that I have a lot of modern IRs is that I swear they all just they go for the same vibe, which is just looking cool, and that's not what I like in an IR. My favorite IRs are the ones that look a little more goofy, which is why some of these ones are actually better. Cause I like this Primarina over here. This Dhelmise is really nice. I like this Silvally. And this Toucan is also quite nice, but a lot of new IRs these days are just Pokemon hitting poses, which pisses me off, because I know there's more you can do than just hitting a cool pose. Either way. Ooh. Yo! Wait, this goes hefty. And obviously, I can just close that. And I'll be using that as a prop. Hold up. Yo. That is peak. Let's push it down one more. Okay. Basically, this is what we have inside here. Darkrai sleeves of regular Darkrai. That's very strange. I don't know why it's just regular Darkrai. But I like that. I like regular Darkrai. I think Mega Darkrai looks like it's pregnant. Here's the stamped promo. These old ETBs from Sword and Shield, unless they're a special set, they don't end up having a promo inside them, which reduced the value a lot. Not to mention they had one less booster pack. So the promo is put in with the dividers and the code card. Oh, oop. Damn it, one of you guys already scanned it. I mean, do I really care? I mean, all I just is really missing some of this stuff. If you saw that, please do not scan it. I want that for myself. That is me. That is mine. Ooh. Pack of energy sleeves. Now, unlike the last ETB, I am going to be keeping most of this sealed. I'm debating on whether to keep the Zarude sealed. I'm debating on that. And we have here some dice. And a really cool Darkrai coin. Hold up. See that right here? Boom. Oh yeah. And we have here the big deal. Oh, whoa. 9 booster packs. I will say that despite being a lot of booster packs, and there is quite a bit of content in this Elite Trainer box, I think I did overpay for this ETB. MSRP is technically supposed to be $50. You can tell that through the vending machines. That's the easiest way to see MSRP. And Target sells these now for $60. I don't know why they increased the price, but sure. Let's just divide these by... Actually, no, I don't care about the pack art. I'll just go through. But they do seem to be relatively organized by pack art for some reason. Maybe that's how the making went. Either way. Let's open this first booster pack with 9. That is crazy. That is ridiculous to say. I'm opening 9. Oh my god, another Venusaur. I hate it here. I officially hate it here. It's over. I know there's 3 other code cards, and I've been getting the same one over and over. And that pisses me off. Spiny Shell. Yeah, that's kind of what's been going through my mind. There's a lot of stuff that goes through my mind. And not a lot of stuff that happens through my life. There is one notable thing that's happening right now, and it's that my relatives from Korea are over. I think you can guess my race from there, but I think you can also tell by the channel name. But yeah, they came over because they wanted to see their daughter. They're my like uncles and aunts, I guess you could say that. And right now, them and my parents are on a road trip that I did not want to go to. It's not a road trip exactly, more than it is an overnight trip at Harper's Ferry. And I didn't want to go there because I wanted to do this. I wanted to bum at home. And I have this cool, awesome code card for a Mega Furry. I don't know why they didn't put Mega Furry Z, but whatever. Either way. I've seen quite a bit of these card arts despite me opening quite a few new packs. I need an IR. This is starting to get a little concerning. I've gotten 1 hit out of... How many packs is that? 2... 7? 1 hit out of 7 packs. Yo, is recording luck not it for me? I got 1 IR in recording luck, and that was on a random day. This is starting to get concerning. I need my hits. Where are my hits? Okay, finally, the original Pikachu. I've seen the Pikachu code cards have some luck. So give me some luck. I need it, King. Yeah, it's actually kind of concerning. I want to get some stuff. Man, I'm not getting anything. What's happening? Okay, when I first saw this card, and it says you requires 13 hide and sneak, I can't count. So I thought like, you could only have 12 hide and sneak cards in a deck because there's 4 lines and you can have 4 copies. How is it even possible to reach unless you're doing casuals? Then I realized that 4 times 4 is 16, not 12. So you get most of the cards in the discard pile for the Spiritomb to do something, but it is quite good because it quadruples the number of damage counters. Which means that if you have, say, 60 damage from 2 Monkey Dories that you transfer damage counters over, you can turn that into 240 and kill basically any of the benched EXs in the game. Which is really good for 1 energy, again. Please. Yo! Finally! Finally something decent. That was awesome. Mega Darkrai EX full art. It's not the SIR. It's not the SIR. But it is the best full art. in the entire set. I will say, I love these Mega Full Arts. And I was never able to get any. Just because I love it because you have the original shape right here. And then you have you have the Mega shape here. And you have the original form here. And I love that they also did that in Pokemon Pocket. It's so cool to look at when it's something like this. I will say, this set does make Mega Darkrai for me a little more tolerable. Because that IR is just so good. Like, the SIR is just so good. Like, it's Aura Farming in the background. He's Aura Farming. 6 packs. Yeah, 6 packs. He's Aura Farming in the background. And that's so cool. Oh, okay. If anyone's watching this video, I'm going to ask a question. What are your summer vacations like? Oh, I've actually gotten all 5 of the code cards now. How's your summer vacation going? Because I know for me, it hasn't been very exciting. I've been just doing a few stuff here and there. It's alright. But, how are you guys doing? Because at the end of the day, you guys are what matters because you are watching my videos and supporting the channel. I know right now there's not a lot of you guys. Maybe 10 of you guys in total. 10 to 20 of you guys that are watching my videos. Not even consistent, which I understand. There's better videos to watch than this one. But thanks for any support that you give. Man, yeah, kind of striking out. Thanks for any of the support that you've been giving. I really appreciate all the time and effort that you used to watch my videos instead of doing something else. So I wanted to give you guys a little question to pose in the comments. If you guys even want to comment, like, how's your summer going? I know the summer of 26. It's been something. I will say the mid-2000s, not the mid-2000s, the mid-2020s, the mid-years of 2020s have been a little rough these days, especially in the summer. There's so many stupid trends that have been going around. 6-7 last year. You get like Matcha and Labubu, now Pokemon cards, and there's Nidos and the Dumplings. There's just so much stuff. Speaking of which, Rapper Pile. We need to expand our hit stack because I put EXs in the hit stack and we're still struggling. So we need to get something. Eh? Oh wait, no, this is right. Never mind. I don't know why I was so confused there. For a second, I thought I was supposed to get the Destined Rivals one. Or the late as Scarlet and Violet code energies for some reason. I'm getting the same cards over and over. I know there's more. I haven't gotten anything from the second reverse slot. Ooh! A second full art? No regular EXs, but we did get the Wailord EX, which is the tankiest EX in the game. Next to the Mega Venusaur from Mega Evolution. But that one's 3 prize and this one's 2. Ooh, this is awesome. Now the only thing I could possibly ask for out of this pile is 1 illustration rare and 1 EX, and this ETB has been quite good. If I want the illustration rare, obviously I mentioned that I wanted the Slowbro. But, I mean the Slowbro, but if I can't get the Slowbro, I'm willing to settle for the, what's his name? I'm willing to settle for any of the other ones, like the Silvally or the Goldeen, I guess. But that's only really because the Goldeen's expensive. I don't like it. I would probably sell it the moment I get it, but maybe because I said that I don't deserve it. But I would like an illustration rare. Those are my favorite kinds of cards. I think personally, not only are they pretty cool as art pieces, but they shine in giving an opportunity for these basic cards here, like this Slowbro. This Slowbro in a Sword and Shield set would have never gotten a cool card just because it's a common. But these illustration rares allow these regularly common cards to give them a cool card, a cool version of a card that isn't very expensive, isn't supposed to be super hard to pull, but we're really struggling to find any. Oh, this Spirit Toad's rare? What? They aren't super. They're not meant to be super hard. They're 1 in 9. So I'm really striking out in IRs right now. I've opened what? There's 3 here, so I've opened 6 plus 5. I've opened 11 packs, and no IR. But I did get 2 full arts. I want an IR. I like the IRs again. I think they look very pretty. I think they're pretty hard to find in a booster pack because they're normally really hard to tell because all the cards are gray borders now, which I like. I personally like the gray borders way more than I like the yellow borders. I go back to looking at the yellow borders, and I wonder how I tolerated those because they're ugly. They're ugly. They're ugly. I don't like them. I personally like the newer borders. It just makes it more natural. It just feels more right for it to be like this. And the Japanese cards have always been great as well. So, like, clearly the Japanese know what they're doing. Oh! Guys, we finally got an IR. Yes! We got an IR. And I'll take an EX afterwards. But I think it's a Silvally by looking at some of the art. Ooh, okay, it's not the Silvally. It's the Toucannon. Oh, I thought it was a Silvally. Oh, now I feel kind of bummed. Oh, whatever. I'll take it. Oh, this Toucannon. This gave me a great talking point. This Toucannon is actually a really good card in the competitive TCG. If you look at its ability, you just get a free card. That's the entire thing. You just get a free card. Which, for how good top decking is in Pokemon, having just an extra top deck is incredible on a Pokemon like this. And the attack on it is extremely good as well. For 1 energy, you do 60 plus 20 damage for each benched Pokemon. And that includes all benched Pokemon. So say, I have like 3 Pokemon on my bench. And the opponent has 2. That's an extra 100 damage for 1 energy. That's 160 damage for 1 energy. In comparison, Wailord does 3 for 120. And this is 110 plus 110. This is what 110 for 2 or 220, but that's at a locked damage cap. Using Area 0 and having both benches full to the brim with 8, which would equal 16 Pokemon in total, that would equate to about 400 damage for 1 colorless energy, which is extremely good. Because the good thing about colorless energy is the fact that you can put them in any deck. Because they don't require, like, a blue, like a water energy, or a fighting energy, or all those energies that you see here. Like, see, the grass energy would work on it. Fighting energy would work on it. And that makes it extremely flexible. You can basically play it in any deck. And it serves multiple purposes as well. So, even if you're not really needing the draw power, it's really good as a single prize attacker. The only problem, I think, with that card, with Toucannon, is the fact that it's an evolved Pokemon. Yeah, the fact that it's a Stage 2 and a single prizer, it's a Stage 2, which isn't really that helpful because it takes a lot of time, and it also takes resources to get there, because if you want to get there fast, you want to use rare candy, but if you don't get there fast, you have to wait 2 turns, and that's a lot of time for anything to happen, compared to something like Munkidori, or like Dragapult EX. I know Dragapult EX is also a Stage 2 Evo, but Dracloak is a really good Stage 1, so I wouldn't really consider that. Oh, this art is so nice. I like this Mastiff. Gladion's final battle. I heard that was good for Festival Lead. I think it just makes you do 80 more damage. Yeah, that's really nice. This card is also good from what I heard in Wailord decks. You see, because the Wailord, it requires so much energy. You see? To attach to do anything. So what you do is like you pull Wailord, then you like put 4 energy one into Wailmer, then you put I think you put the special water energy that from Chaos Rising, which prevents special conditions from happening. Then you have a 270 damage attack for 5 energy with no drawback on a Pokemon with 380 HP on 2 Prizer. And that's a 1 support card and 1 energy. So you can set up 3 of those. Or 4 if you want to be a little foolish. Ooh, I also heard this Chi-Yu is really good. Because if this Pokemon has 2 or more damage counters on it, this attack does 90 more damage. Which I think mainly keeps it very safe from... It keeps it very safe from bench sniping. Because no one wants to bench snipe it unless you want to power it up and make it way stronger than it already is. Alright. Pitch black. Because I'm black. And I'm back. I'm sorry. Last pack. We have 4 hits so far. 4 hits out of... How many packs is that? 16? That's a 1 in 4. I mean, that's okay, but, like, I want one more. I want an EX, maybe an IR, or maybe a full art if I hit a Blue Moon and I pray to God. And SIR basically won't happen. Either way, I'm just so grateful I get to open all these booster packs. Again, I mainly don't get an opportunity to open all these kinds of booster packs simply because I'm busy. I'm not the most rich guy. It's really hard to find packs, so I'm really glad I was able to find an ETB and open so much cool stuff. Again, also thank you guys for watching this video. This is not the original, it's again how it looks like, but thank you guys for watching this video. I know a lot of people won't be watching it. It's quite long, but I appreciate all the support, as I mentioned before. Sorry, the words aren't coming out. Now, the last 2 cards. Let's see what we get here. Nothing. Shadowy. Oh, I forgot there were special energies. We haven't actually hit a single special energy. That's crazy. The last card in the set. Ooh. Whoa, shiny. Yo, okay. My wish is actually fulfilled. There is an EX in here. Ooh. Mega Slowbro. I heard this Slowbro is actually in some of its own decks simply because the extra 120 damage it does is quite good. Although it's obviously not the best. I think this is also mainly played in Slowking decks because you get a choice. Do I want to use Slowking's attack to pull out Metagross's attack or Kyurem's attack, or do I want to use it to pull out a Slowbro, Mega Slowbro attack, or maybe do I want to use Mega Slowbro, evolve my Slowpoke into a Mega Slowbro so I can use that as a tank? It's not a bad idea. And it's 3 prizes, which would be a lot, except for the fact that most of the cards in a Slowking deck are 1 prizers, so even if a few of them dies, you can afford to play it. Alright, so let's go over the hits of today. There are 5, which means I've technically hit above average. I've opened 16 packs. I'm not the best at math, but that how many packs did I open? Wait, 9 from the ETB. 9 from the ETB, 6 from the outside, 15. 15 out of 5. I've technically hit a 1 in 3 hit rate. Technically. This is not weird. It's not bad. It's not the worst opening I've ever had. But let's see what we have here. Mega Slowbro. The Toucannon IR. A Wailord EX full art. A Mega Darkrai EX full art. The best hit, definitely. I love this. It's really cool. And it's the Titan, the first hit that we got. The only hit that we got from the non-ETB. The ETB had 4 hits. The ETB was actually quite good. If I only bought the ETB, I would have been satisfied. That would have been like, okay, that's a good ETB. 1 EX, 2 full arts, and an IR, but buying 6 extra packs and only getting 1 hit is a little concerning. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I know this one's a lot longer, but that's just because there's a lot more packs to open. Yeah. Hope you guys have a good day, and see you around.